With the new studio setup, the way things work now, is there more of an opportunity for a crossover here and there with Marvel characters in the movies?
I think if you listen to the characters that are working on currently and you put them all together, there's no coincidence that that may someday equal the Avengers. I think just having that possibility on the horizon is something that excites all of us.
Phase 3 is the culmination of the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe as started in May of 2008 with the release of Iron Man 1. And it really is an unprecedented culmination of a series of films interlinked together, which at the time had never been done before. And for us, the important thing is making it all come together. We've been planning this for years and years and years.
What makes our movies such a rich thing to go back to and enjoy is that they're real characters, and everything that's happened to these characters has been part of their history. Over many, many years. Over life and death. It's a real tapestry of real people.
There is the street-level narratives of the Marvel Universe that we've seen. There's the cosmic level, which Thor and Guardians and the Avengers have taken us to. But there always is a very important supernatural side to the Marvel comics, and Doctor Strange is our perfect entry point into that.
The MCU is humongous, you know, there's 6,000 characters, so we wanted to include the mystical arts.
Strange is a very natural bridge between what we know of perceivable reality and something well beyond that.
It's a whole new world. We're shining our light into a previously unexposed corner of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That just allows us to introduce all sorts of new characters and really play in a whole different type of sandbox.
Now we're at the stage where this universe, even within our world, has got quite crowded, and it's just about to explode into other dimensions. You've had Thanos, who's already sort of rumbled in the background a little bit, and I think it's kind of the right moment now to open up that chapter of the Marvel Universe.
As we are heading into development, pre-production, and production of all the upcoming Phase 3 films, James Gunn's delivered his Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Guardians is all about continuing to take audiences out to the furthest edges of the Marvel Universe.
I think the primary story is really about learning that thing that we think we want, that we're going to get outside of ourselves and outside of the relationships we have, has been there all along.
Finding these characters bouncing off each other in new ways based on where we left them at the end of the last movie is part of the fun of finding them in Guardians 2.
For me, it's really just been an absolute pure joy.
After Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, as we continue to grow and expand the cinematic universe, we head towards Thor Ragnarok.
Thor starts discovering this impending evil. That character's name is Hela. She's played by Cate Blanchett.
I want to take people on an adventure that keeps people laughing along the way, but also has those, the spectacle.
The Thor-Hulk relationship is one that's incredible. It's gonna have some of the wildest, craziest, most amazing action you've ever seen in the MCU.
Black Panther is a hugely important Marvel character, hugely important in the history of comics, and it felt like the best way to introduce him was within Captain America: Civil War.
When there was an opportunity in the Civil War development process where we needed another character, he was the one and only person on the list. Introducing Black Panther was really exciting for us and sort of fortified our belief that he deserved his own standalone movie.
We put together a cast and a crew among the best that we've ever assembled, led by our director, Ryan Coogler.
Panther, he kind of exists in a gray area, and in addition to being a soldier, he has a more important job, which is a politician. He's constantly making these choices in the fog of politics and in the fog of war.
We deal with royalty, we deal with royal families, but unlike our other films, it's right here on Earth. We get to explore different cultures and different aspects of our world.
for Black Panther in the world of Wakanda. It's finding those real-life touchstones that we think gives the film an integrity, yet still making it something that you've never seen before.
And then that leads us to Infinity War, third Avengers film. It is a very human story, even with this spectacle, even with all the players involved.
The most exciting part of working on these next two Avengers films is the incredible roster of well-developed characters that we have at our disposal.
There's a simplicity of story that we're leaning into. Our writers, Chris Marcus and Steve McFeely, who've done amazing work for us in the past, Joe and Anthony Russo, who are taking everything they learned from Winter Soldier and everything they learned from Civil War. This is the team that is most equipped to handle this many characters and still making it feel like what it is, a great three-act piece of storytelling.
You look at it and you say, wow, it's just a tapestry. They're all woven. This all comes together, and it opens up the possibilities.
One of the things that is most exciting about Avengers Infinity War is that Thanos shows us why he is the biggest, the best, the baddest villain that we've ever had, and the most frightening villain that the Avengers have ever faced.
His goal is to rebalance the universe as he sees it. So when he figures out that the Infinity Stones could do this for him in the snap of a finger, that becomes his main goal.
Despite all the new bells and whistles and all the new people that want to come play and all the excitement and the actors that want to do it and everything else, the fundamental way that we make a movie, I don't think has changed. The room that we sit in, the cards on the walls, the arguments we have, the laughs that we have, the disagreements that we have, and being honest about, does this work? Is this good for the character? Does it give me a good feeling when I watch it? And that's all that really matters. In Avengers movies, in some of the Galactic movies, in some movies that weren't Avengers films, like Ant-Man, everything has kind of been building to this point that is Avengers Infinity War.
Because of what Marvel is, because of what they have done over the last 10 years, these next two Avengers films will be an event like no one has ever seen on film before.